welcome back everybody to Friday Night Sports. Real quick, cross country this week. We didn't pass it on to you during bye time. Want to congratulate the girls from Vanderbilt Catholic. Win first place. It was actually held over at Vanderbilt Catholic. This was a local meet. You guys have a great cross country team at E.D. White, but I see that they're not in this meet. So congratulations to David Malone and his crew out at Vanderbilt. First place on the girls side, South Terrebonne in second, and third place was Hornville. On the boys side, South Lafourche, Joey Guidros, congratulations. And second, David Malone's Vanderbilt Catholic boys, and Thibodaux in third place. Thanks, David, for sending that in to me. We'll try and catch up with David this week and get a report on cross country, as he'll tell us a little bit more about that. Another score from 8-5A Assumption High School. Unfortunately, this is not a district game for them, but I'll bet you they wish it was. Ellender traveled into Napoleonville. And let's take a look at this. Hey, there's my niece right there for Assumption High School, Allison Gravois. Very good. I didn't know she would be up there, but very good. Here we go, kickoff. I assume that this is at the beginning since I see the first quarter circled on here. And that's down to a young man who is pretty special for Ellender, Jermaine Johnson. He is number 3 in the state in receiving yards, returning that kick. Justin Billiard right there, hands off to number 2, Jamal Payton, for a 4-yard gain. Again, all of this early in this game. Justin Billiard again on the handoff to Payton for 3 yards. But Assumption shuts him down. They get the ball back. Jeremiah Javis on the handoff to Chris Skidmore for a nice gain of 10 yards. And then there's Jeremiah Javis again to Leonard Buggage for the touchdown. The extra point is no good, but an early lead for Assumption High School in this game. Justin Billiard, quarterback for Ellender, throws it out to Doug Landry in the flat. He picks up about 5 yards. And Ellender attempts to punt right now, but this has been the theme of their year on special teams. They just can't get it done, so Assumption gets the ball deep in Ellender territory. And Jarvis, who is now playing the quarterback position for Assumption High School, tries to get in the end zone. Incomplete, but on the very next play, they come back. It's Jarvis again, and he throws it to Darius Bell. Obviously, you know the score was given away to you. We'll talk about that in a little while. So here's a touchdown. And they get the 2-point conversion, and they get a whole lot more scoring in this game. Assumption goes on to win this thing 40-12. That is good news for you guys, Chris, over at E.D. White, because you get power points off of that. Destrehan at the bottom, wow, gets waxed by Lutcher, 48-10. I know Destrehan's not as good as they've been, obviously, but Lutcher is a really good football team who really puts them away. So you get a couple of power points there in that game, and that could only be good for you guys. We're going to jump out now to St. Mary because I'm sure this is a game you're interested in. So are a lot of people in our area, including South Terrebonne High School and Central Lafourche High School, because they both play Como. South Terrebonne dropped a tough one to them first game of the year. Central Lafourche has got them coming up. Patterson takes them on tonight. Let's jump out over to Patterson High School for this game. Got it ready, Jason? And let's see. We're waiting for the guys in the back to get it queued up. Thought we had it queued up. There we go, the band from Patterson early on in this game. This is all in the first quarter. As you see, that nice little thing Patterson does, which you guys will see a little bit later in the year. What do you have Patterson this year? Do you know? Is it home?
We have them at home. We have them at home this year.
Number 15 for Patterson, Nick Nolan, hands off to number 4, Kenny Hilliard. And gets about 5 yards on the play. Now, Como's a good football team, folks. And there we see number 15 again to Justice Jones for just a 1-yard gain. And Como comes up with the big interception. Blake Broussard, linebacker over the middle, stops that drive. Is a quarterback for Como, Brandon Prejean. He hands off about a 4-yard gain to his running back, Williams, who is actually a highly recruited kid in the area. And Prejean shows you his athletic ability as he scrambles downfield for about a 15-yard pickup. Here he gives it off to Drew Santamon. And Drew Santamon gets it inside the 10-yard line for Como. And a 5-yard touchdown run right here for Como, Justice Jones. The extra point is good. So Como goes up early in this game. Man, he kicked that thing to the next time zone. Here we go. Kickoff for Como. Goes through the end zone. So Patterson sets up shop at the 20-yard line, and there's that guy, Kenny Hilliard, who I want to ask you some questions about in just a little while. But they put the ball on the ground, and you can't do that against a good team like Como. They get it back. Nick Nolan passes to number 18 on this play. Jedrick DeLucchi. Nice pass. Nice catch. Gets the ball downfield for the Lumberjacks. Way downfield. Deep, deep, deep into Como territory. But unfortunately, once again, mistakes by Como. They put the ball on the ground. Como gets the ball. They try and make something happen right here. Evan Dozen carries the ball around left end, but a pretty good Patterson defense. Patterson gets the ball back. Nick Nolan passes, but it's intercepted. So a good defense by Como and mistakes by Patterson leads to a Como win, 27-19. Como High School defeats Patterson. I know that has to make South Terrebonne happy because they get power points. Also Central Lafourche, they'll be playing them pretty soon. The score at the bottom, unfortunately for Central Lafourche, you don't get any points out of Grace King. They lost to Warren Easton, but South Lafourche gets points from Warren Easton. So, you know, it kind of helps and hurts all of the teams in our area all at the same time. Thanks to all of you people who called in the score. When we asked for the score of Patterson and Morgan City tonight, the phones went off the hook. So somebody's watching, Chris, and that's always a good thing, or it could be a bad thing, but we hope that it's a good thing. When we come back, a couple of more games in the St. Mary Parish, and we want to ask you about Kenny Hilliard after this break. So we're going to take a commercial break, talk a little bit about Kenny Hilliard.